Welcome back. Our second week of trading on our 10k FTMO funded challenge ended up being another slow one again. So we are pretty much sitting at around break even at the minute, 0.3% up, with an equity of about 100 quid up from our trade still open from Friday. So we'll go over this week. I end up having a really slow week. I only end up having 2 trades, which our first one ended up consisting of Monday entering at about 8 p.m. and our second one ended up being Friday entering on 6 p.m, which is still currently open. So we're waiting for market open in a couple hours to help push us a bit bullish and end up hitting TP hopefully. So we'll run you down on our setups for the market. We end up having our continuation from Friday and Monday reopen of pushing bullish and having a small little retrace. And then market just wanted to push more bullish, which we've seen plenty of times on gold, where market doesn't come back down enough for what you'd like to see for a fib level, but we've grabbed enough liquidity to keep pushing higher. So we end up having, as you can see, we're on the hourly time frame here. We'll scale down in a minute. We end up having, as I said, our little pullback, end up making our new higher highs, our new lower lows, and our new higher highs. As you can see, price, as we scale down to the 5 minute now, price ended up coming down, hitting our 0.5 fib level, which I'm about to show you. I haven't got a mouse to this video, so it's going to be a bit of a slow one. So we end up coming down, hitting our 0.5 fib level, just shy of our 0.382. And then price ended up, didn't actually end up taking out any major liquidity, but I was still confident in the setup that we were still going bullish due to our strong reopening on the Sunday evening. So we come down, ended up hitting our fair value gap. If we zoom in a bit more, you'll be able to see that a bit easier. So we end up coming down, as you said, hit our 0.5 level, come just touching our 0.38 level, but mainly sticking around at 0.5. Price ended up creating our bullish fair value gap. We end up coming back down, we end up retesting it, rejected off, and then you can see we have a bullish candle here, which most of you are probably thinking, why didn't we enter? But we didn't have our 5 minute break of structure for our strategy. As you can see, our last previous market structure was this bullish candle and then this bearish candle. So we end up breaking our next market structure on this candle here, in which point we had made our new market structure. Just be careful when looking at market structures. As soon as you create a new one, that is your new market structure. So I ended up breaking this new market structure, which gave me my entry signal, which I was really confident on this trade, but ended up taking a loss on that one, which was okay. It wasn't amazing. I was a bit disappointed because it was, again, quite a nice setup from the push that we had on our weekend open. So then we come to Friday evening, which was at 6 p.m. We'll scale back up to the hourly time frame to show you a bit better here. So this whole week we ended up having a really slow one. As you can see, we were literally just ranging in between this level and this level down here the whole week. So we didn't have any trading opportunities, as I trade with the trend. That's what I'm most profitable with, and that's what I'm more confident with. If you're not confident, don't take a trade. You're not going to win it. Obviously, you could win it, but if you're not confident in what you're doing, there's no point in doing it. As you can see, we end up coming down from the top of our range to our bullish move on the previous week open, which was that previous trade we took. We end up coming down, taking out our 0.382 level, sticking more close in between our 0.618 and 0.5 on our hourly time frame, just wicking, grabbing this liquidity on the hourly time frame. As you can see, I'll draw a line to make it a bit clearer for you. We end up taking out this hourly liquidity. So that was my liquidity sweep for this one. End up grabbing enough liquidity, which price did end up coming down, as you know, by candlesticks and wicks, and then end up shooting right back up to our 0.5 level. So for me, as a really nice liquidity sweep we ended up having on the 15 minute time frame, we ended up coming down, making our retest, creating our new lower time frame fib level, end up retesting off of our 0.382 level on our fib, making new market structure, pushing bullish, and then we end up coming back down again, testing close to our 0.618 level on the 15-minute time frame. We ended up rejecting again off of our fair value gap on the 15 and 5-minute time frame. As you can see, we're on the 15-minute here. This was our fair value gap from this wick here to this wick here, the bottom of our box, and then our 5-minute is that box that we've just drawn out, as you can see, and that coming down just shy of our 0.6 level, and that rejecting off of this fair value gap. So again, just waiting for a break of structure for our entry model. So we didn't end up getting a break of structure, we ended up coming up, retesting these highs, which at this point, as soon as we come back down, I wasn't overly confident unless we could get some solid price action to push us bullish. So at this point, we end up making a couple ranging candles, and then we had this really big engulfing candle, which for me was enough to see price continue with our bullish momentum. But as you can see, after that trade ended up opening, the Friday evening wasn't amazing. We just kept on ranging. So we're hoping that market open, and we should, with market open, push out of this range, whether it be to the downside or to bullish. Hopefully, obviously bullish, because then we win our trade. I'm very highly confident that we are going to be going bullish from this price action we've just created, and that rejecting off of this fair value, as you can see from here to here. If we lock that, so it's a bit easier to see, so it doesn't keep popping up. Oh, I say so. And that coming down, rejecting off of this fair value gap, 5-minute fair value gap, and then price ended up creating a new market structure on our last candle, pushing bullish. So I'm more than confident in this trade that hopefully we should have our first bit of big profit on this account. If not, hopefully a break even, but worst comes to worst, it'll be a loss, which isn't ideal considering we're 2 weeks into January. But that is just how the market goes. You can never tell, you can never predict. You get bad months, you get break-even months, and you get really good months. So that is our breakdown of the week. Another slow week, but a really boring week, especially in the evenings. Monitoring charts and not having any sales. Nothing to twiddle my brain about. So that wraps it up for this video. If you enjoyed and you found this information useful, or you want to follow the journey of our 10k funded challenge, then drop a like, subscribe, and switch that bell notification on for our future videos coming out. These are weekly videos at the minute until otherwise changes, but on the short side we will be posting it every time we get a trade entry, a trade likely set up, and a trade close. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great week.